The price of silence. Why Nigeria's insecurity never ends. In Nigeria today, things have deeply fallen apart, and many now wonder if things would ever be the same again. A lot is happening across all 36 states. This is not just a story about criminals, but about a system that allows violence to survive. This is deep. We will break it down in a few minutes. Firstly, let's go back to 2 a.m. in a quiet school dormitory in Niger State, where there was no shouting, no sirens, just the steady, terrifying sound of boots on dry earth. On March 7, 2021, dozens of students were led into the darkness of the Kagara forest. We see these headlines and we call it chaos. But from our investigative standpoint, it's not chaos at all. It's a business. It's an organized, multi-billion naira industry that thrives because the system we built to protect us has become the very thing feeding the violence. What makes every system work is the ability to enforce accountability. Today, we aren't just looking at the news. We are looking at the calculation behind the misery. So stay tuned. Part 1. The Ransom Machine. Kidnapping in Nigeria has moved from the fringes of society into the heart of our economy. It has a cash flow. It has management. Between 2024 and 2025, the demands for human lives reached nearly 50 billion naira. This money doesn't just vanish, it flows through a network of unregistered SIM cards, forest camps like the Kuyanbana Reserve, and illegal arms dealers. Here's the irony. When a family pays for their child's or relative's freedom, they are unintentionally funding the materials for the next abduction. It's a cycle where the victim's pain becomes the criminal's capital. It has routine that some families now sell lands and other hard-earned valuable just to buy back their own people, and sometimes some never return. Part 2. The transparency gap. We often hear the government has spent trillions on defense, but where does the money actually go? There is a term you need to know. Security votes. These are huge pots of money given to leaders that are legally invisible. No receipts, no audits, no questions asked. In early 2026, watchdog groups like CIRAP finally began taking governors to court to ask a simple question. How can you spend billions on security while the roads remain death traps? The truth is not far-fetched. A lot of Nigerians behind closed doors say this quietly. Some powerful individuals are believed to benefit from this system. When hostility is profitable and the spending is secret, peace becomes a bad business move for those at the top.
Part 3. The Empty Hinterlands.
Nigeria is a country of over 220 million people, but security is a city-only luxury. In the heart of Abuja or Lagos, the police are everywhere. But travel to rural Nigeria. You will see villages with no police, no hospital, no courts. Only forests with people living in fear of criminals who have replaced government authority. The governance vacuum has become the hideout for them because criminals don't rule because they are geniuses. They rule because the chair of authority is empty. They collect taxes from farmers because the real government forgot the farmers existed.
Part 4. The Climate War.
We cannot talk about guns without talking about the ground. The Lake Chad Basin, once a massive inland sea, has shrunk by 90%. When the water dies, the peace dies with it. Farmers and herders aren't just fighting over religion. They are fighting for the last green blade of grass. Argument turned into battle. Terrorist groups like ISWAP have figured this out. They don't just preach, they control the water. They control the fishing. They have turned environmental tragedy into a recruitment tool. 5 Boko Haram, Revolution Boko Haram, started with ideology, but now it has turned into profitable network of fuel trading, smuggling, and other illegal activities. Nigeria's insecurity isn't a spirit we can't see. It is a system we can measure. It survives because of 3 things: illegal mining profits, unaudited security budgets, and abandoned rural spaces. Trauma is becoming a painful inheritance for the children in our IDP camps. But the truth is, the violence will only stop when it becomes more expensive to fight than to fix. Until we light up the empty spaces and account for every kobo spent on safety, Nigeria is not safe now because its people are violent, and violence is becoming profitable and insecurity becomes expensive. For the powerful, the criminals will continue to walk freely, and ordinary people will keep paying the heavy price. If you like this deep dive investigative report, please follow. Subscribe to Afribrief News for more updates.